Hey everyone, and welcome back to another video. This is Crusading, and today I'm going to show you guys how to solo Dragon Soul Heroic, but more specifically the Spine of Deathwing. The Spine of Deathwing is probably one of the more harder bosses to solo, and if you don't know what you're doing, you're obviously going to mess up. So if you're wondering what Dragon Soul is, it's basically a raid that came out in Cataclysm. Where you killed Deathwing, which is what pretty much the whole expansion was about, and it's located in the Cavern of Times. You can actually take the portal. There's a portal in Dalaran. You can take the little like teleport pad in the middle, and it takes you down into a sanctum where you can walk down, and there's 5 portals. There's Karazhan, trying to think, Karazhan, I know Dragonblight's down there, the old Dalaran crater, another one, and then Cavern of Times. And Cavern of Times is right on the left, as you'll see on the screen here. The sets from Dragon Soul are actually pretty cool. I'm going to display them here, and then as I'm doing that, I'm going to be talking about why Dragon Soul can be difficult. So Dragon Soul, basically what the Spine of Deathwing is this fight that is definitely not meant for just one person, but Blizzard does throw in some things that allows you to be able to solo things, so which is nice, because if anyone watching this likes any of the transmogs from this, then this will definitely help you. This is definitely probably the best way to be able to solo the Spine of Deathwing. It's a fight that really frustrates a lot of people, and I remember it used to really frustrate me, but it just takes a lot of patience and understanding how the mechanics work. This fight has mechanics that if you don't pay attention to them, they will really screw you over. So these are just some of the sets. The priest one is pretty cool. I think my favorite is probably the warrior or the shaman. So I'm just gonna let these play out, and then I will come back once they're done. Alright, so this is where you're gonna be at when you take the portal from Dalaran to the Cavern of Times. The actual area is not too in the middle of nowhere. It's in Tenaris, so if you're 85, 90, 100 and you're not in Dalaran yet, you can just easily go to Orgrimmar, or there's that goblin town over there that a lot of people used to duel at. It's in Tenaris. Tenaris is a pretty nice place, so a lot of people end up going there. So basically where Dragon Soul is, it's just down here, and this place gets actually really confusing down here. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. It's you gotta make sure that you're going into the right portal. So it's gonna be on the very sharp right as soon as you get down here with all the portals, and then it'll be the second one on the left. So it'll be showing. It should be showing right about now. So it's going to be the sharp left, or the sharp right, where you see the burning trees at, and you're just going to go in this way. The other area entrances are that way, and there's one back there with the trees, but you want to go this way, and that is a dungeon right there, but this would be the raid. So you can set it on normal 25 or heroic 25. I would say heroic, because a lot of the heroic sets look a lot better, except for mage. I like mage's normal set a lot more. The thing is, though, if you're trying to go for the mount at the end, I know a lot of people who want to get those mounts at the end from Deathwing, the Madness of Deathwing, but they cannot get past Spine. There are 2 mount drops on heroic, and there are 1 on normal. Very important, very important. So I fast forwarded this because these bosses are just easy. They're pretty much just a spank and tank type thing. You just go in, do your damage, and leave. But coming up, there's a little bit of a cheat that you can do right here. So to get into the next boss, it takes literally forever. They talk, Thrall and the the dudes up there talk for like ever. So what you can do is you can fly up here, and I didn't know this until I watched Asmongold, which is he's the plug for like all the cheats and like the best things to do. So but you go up here, and instead of waiting for them, you can just take the portal and it'll reset it like completely, because as soon as you land, they like everything spawns and they start talking. So all you have to do is just walk over here, and you can take the portal like so, and it'll just teleport you back down, and you just take the Drake back up, and the talking will be over, they'll be gone, and you can just take the portal. So the next couple of bosses aren't really that hard. You have the lady when you take the portal. She's not really too hard. All you have to do is kill the ads around her. That's not hard at all. And then all you have to do after that is kill a couple of dragons and wait for Ultraxion to spawn. And as you can see, by the way, the portal is spawned. So all you really have to do is just kill these guys and kill her. It's another just like DPS down. This one, all you have to do is kill ads. If you know, if you're a range class, this is pretty easy. If you're not, for like say warriors who only have a heroic throw, you have to wait until they, you know, fly down on you. This typically is one of the more lengthier kind of things to get to the boss. That and the ship, that's probably it. There's a lot of talking in this dungeon, or this raid I mean, which kind of sucks. So here's Ultraxion. He can drop a Mount Experiment 12B. I have not gotten it because this game absolutely hates me. Anyways, so you get on the ship and you talk to this guy, and then you kind of just like kill dragons, and you gotta watch out for sappers because they will go and attack like the captain of the ship, I believe. I don't know, I never played this when it was in current time because I was horrible at the game. Okay, I was horrible at this game. So anyways, you just kill these guys and you kind of soak things, and then you wait for him to fall down, and then you kind of just nuke him down. And here is the part that I actually have to get serious for and explain. So as soon as you drop down, there's going to be these tentacles, right? And you can do this many of ways. You can just walk to the left and the right side really fast so he can never tip, like I'm doing right here. This completely resets the spin timer so he doesn't flip on his back and you don't fall. So when there's not a tentacle in those holes on his back, it actually grabs you and it allows you to stick. And when he rolls, it flies the amalgamations off of his back, so you're just left with the corrupted blood and the tentacles. Now every time you kill a tentacle, it spawns the the dudes that need to blow up. So you see the walking dudes, those are the dudes that need to blow up. So you can kill tentacles, just be careful when you're killing tentacles, because if you kill one when he's about to roll and it spawns on the hole you're on, when the tentacle takes up the hole, it will not grab you and help like hold you down when he rolls. So you want to make sure you're watching for that. So as you can see, he rolls right now. If that tentacle would have spawned in the hole I was in, I would have flown off. So basically what I'm doing right now is I'm just kind of passing time. My mage one, I did this on my mage to show a ranged and a melee class, and it's after this, and so that will be up next. But as you can see, I'm kind of just sitting here and letting the corrupted bloods hit me, and it's because over time they spawn so many, and you need so many for the big tall dudes who blow up to walk over. So when you kill them, they make a little puddle of fire, and every time those amalgamations walk over it, they end up getting bigger until they have a huge sun ball in their stomach. Like it's like a huge orb of fire, and that's how you know it's ready to blow up. So I think right now So right now I was like, alright, so these are enough bloods. So what I'm doing is walking over the spine a bunch of times, and I think I kind of messed up on this part. I should have killed a tentacle and then killed the bloods, and then an amalgamation would have spawned and I could have walked him over him. So this is also partly kiting. It's really not as complicated as I'm making it sound. You basically kill the bloods, you stand where the tentacles aren't, and when you have enough blood, you kill him and you kite the dude through it like this. It's pretty easy. So you wait until he has a huge circle in him, and then you walk over to where the hole is, and you just kind of nuke him down. And you want to make sure that your roll, because if your roll's at like 3 seconds and you kill him, he's going to be blown off before he can even blow up. I've had that happen. So then you just kind of kill the plate, the little thing holding the plate together, and then you move on to the next stage. The next stage is the exact same thing, except there will be 2 tentacles on the new holes that you can kill, which spawns 3 amalgamations, which is nothing in our time now that we are, what, 25 levels ahead of this. So basically what this means is you have 2 more holes that spawn corrupted bloods faster, which just makes this go even more faster. But you still have to make sure that you're watching for the rolls, and you have to make sure that you're watching for the tentacles. The more holes means the less chance of a tentacle spawning in your hole, but you still want to be very careful, because if you get to the last plate and you blow off because you killed a tentacle and it spawned in the hole you're sitting in, that sucks. Like, that is one of the worst feelings ever. So as you can see, I'm kind of just sitting here letting these corrupted bloods build up, and as soon as I feel like I have enough to the point where kiting an amalgamation through it would make him get the orb in his stomach, I'm just kind of sitting here. So as you can see, I killed it. Then I'm going to kill the corruption that will spawn the amalgamation. There's going to be a corruptor right there. I'm not even going to worry about it. I'm just going to kill these guys. I got a little bit of AoE. He accidentally died. So I'm just going to walk this guy through it. You can see he has the orb in his stomach, so I'm going to come over to a hole where there's not a tentacle and kill him. He's going to blow up, hopefully faster than the roll. He blew up faster than the roll. So now I'm going to target the thing holding down the plate. I'm going to kill that, and then 2 more tentacles and 2 more holes spawn. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm just going to get this last tentacle in the back, and then I'm going to kill these tentacles just so that the bloods can spawn out of them. I let that one sit because he was about to roll. So as you can see, the amalgamations blow off, and then I am allowed to kill the other tentacle. So he's about to roll. So what I wanted to do is walk over here and make sure I don't believe I had enough bloods at this point. So I went back to the hole. Yep. And I would just sit here until I had enough blood, and then I'd be able to kill them and spawn an amalgamation, and then be able to blow off the plate. So this fight, like a lot of people have issues with this fight, and I understand why. It's because you really have to understand how the mechanics work. It's not a fight made for soloing, right? Because you're supposed to have the amount of people balanced on the different sides so he doesn't roll. But at the same time, you know, it's soloable, and once you know the best way to do it, it's actually pretty easy. There's a couple of times where you may mess up. I've messed up, and I've been able to do this for months now. And so this is basically how you do it. This is the easiest way. So here's the final plate, and as soon as you kill it, it goes to the cutscene. You can skip it. I think I decided to watch like 3 seconds of it, and I'm like, no one wants to see this. So, or did I? I don't know. That is a pretty cool cinematic though. If there is one to sit through in this entire thing, that would probably be the one. So I wanted to show this part real quick, because this part coming up is my mage. So this kind of shows how you do it ranged if you aren't a melee class. So I'm just kind of sitting in the fire, right? And you know, I just kind of I believe I hit this tentacle with the fire blast as soon as he rolls. I believe so. As soon as the roll comes, I believe I hit him with that fire blast. So I'm kind of just letting all the bloods build up until he rolls. And then as soon as he does that, I'm going to kill these guys using Flame Strike, just the AoE ability. You want to make sure you have an AoE ability. And after that, I killed the little corruption tentacle. and then the amalgamation spawns, and then I walk him through the flame, and then I burn him down. It's funny because he's on fire, burn him, and then I'm gonna go ahead, so he's gonna blow up the plate, and then I'll just kill the plate. So it's just basic, you know, it's kind of just basic on how to do it, and it does seem very complicated, and it might take you a couple of tries, but I promise if you just keep working at it, you will be able to do it. It's one of those fights where it just takes kind of practice, and it takes a real understanding of how the mechanics work, and I felt like this was a very easy way, and I see a lot of people saying, hey, can someone help me out with Deathwing, Spine of Deathwing, I need help with it, can someone help me? So I decided to make this video because the last video I made, I literally was not expecting anything. I was just kind of making it to, you know, help other people out since I was having the same issue, and it had 35k views, which that's pretty decent. So I'm pretty happy with that, and I hope this video helps even more. I'm not as dead in this video, which is decent. So anyways, I hope this helps. If you have any questions, you can leave them in the comments below, or you can message me. I am Crusading from Darkspear, as you saw probably in the beginning of the video. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you like it, leave a thumbs up. I will be making a how to keybind properly to where you don't keyboard move and move your camera with your keyboard, and how to properly do your key bindings very soon. So if you want to see that, please stay watching on my channel for it, because it's going to help a lot of people out. Anyways, hope you enjoy, leave a like, and peace.